Where are we?
Santa Claus's house in North Pole.
North Pole, Alaska. Home of good old Santa Claus.
Saint Nick.
Saint Nikolai. And it's Nikolai because Alaska used to belong to Russia.
Oh, stop it.
Well, it did.
I know.
What is it?
Reindeer.
Where's Rudolph?
Somewhere in there. Wow. What's that noise?
Alright, so quick change of plans. Well, not really quick. Fairbanks was okay, but just not our vibe. So, we left. We got the souvenirs we needed from the Harley store there. Other than that, you know, that's it. We don't really need anything. So, we're gonna leave Fairbanks and we're heading south. We were thinking of doing the Arctic Circle, but that's pushing the van on that Dawson Highway. Granted, you can get to the sign and it's supposedly not bad, but it's like a 4-hour drive for a sign. And to say that you hit the Arctic Circle, I mean, that's okay, it's cool, but and then 4 hours back, so, or 2 hours, something like that. Either way, it's like 197 miles. Yeah, and it's like 2 and something hours, 4 hours, whatever. The mileage, and you're just going there basically to just stop, take a photo, and then what, head back, or maybe camp at the sign or around the sign. The dispersed camping's just not that great up there either as you head north. So we're heading south. We're gonna go the southern bit of Denali National Park, or Denali Park, get our photos there. The dispersed camping options are a lot better there. Even just the regular camping's a lot, you know, the options are better. What else? Then from Denali, we'll head to Anchorage. And from Anchorage, we'll probably do Seaward and Homer, or one of those two, before starting heading back towards the Canadian border. This is about it. You know, this is about the max north part of our trip, and then we'll start heading back down. And taking somewhat of a similar route because we kind of know the areas now and like what we saw, but there'll be some new stuff along the way as well, of course, so that's the plan. There's also yeah, somebody didn't like their van, so they flipped it or something. We've done some driving this morning. And we are now in Denali National Park proper. I'm gonna go check out the visitor center. See what there is available to do. Get passports stamped. Our plan was to head south on the main highway because there's lots of dispersed camping and you can still see Denali there. But you never know. Might be something neat we can do here at the national park. We've got our national park pass, so. What else? All in regards to the dogs. Can't do much because we have the dogs, but it is nice and cool here, so that's a plus. This is the bridge y'all get because I forgot to film at the suspension bridge. Alex is finding moose tracks. So it's Hines Creek.
Oh.
No name for this railway. I guess it's just a railway.
Like for the baked beans? Hines Creek?
Yeah, like H-I-N-E-S.
Oh, yeah.
And Alex says this is a thingamadoo-dad to protect you in the wintertime from icicles and snow.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Campground's that way. We go that way.
Uh-huh. There's more moose poop.
Yep. If anyone was interested in moose droppings, there's moose
Ooh.
droppings.
That one's a little fresh.
Supposedly it's a little fresh. How about that view of Denali? Should be right out there, but as one can tell, it's rainy and overcast, so this is our spot here on this huge, massive pullout that I can only assume is a viewpoint for Denali. So, rain gear. We'll see if Denali comes into view here, maybe today. So maybe we'll have a chance of seeing Denali come into view. Let's see, I just got our location here on my watch. So we still got quite a bit of daylight left. We're only, as you can see at that top part, only halfway through the daylight today. Sunset will be at 10:56 and twilight won't end until 12 anyway, so, and it is 2:47. So we got about 10 hours of light left. So it gives Denali some time to peek through those clouds there if possible. If not, we're prepared to stay here for a day or so. All to try to get some shots of Denali. This looks like a pretty good lookout point. And worst case, we'll move on to, you know, further south towards Anchorage.
Go get it, buddy.
Still waiting on Denali. No luck yet. We might actually be too north, but anyway, thanks to some refuse, we've got ourselves a game of washers. There used to be an old, probably a what do you call that? Railing. Made out of railroad ties here. And if I run you over here, they of course were all held together by big old huge bolts that had nuts and washers, you know, just some refuse. Little repurposing, little pulling them off and cleaning them up, getting the tar off of them, and now we're gonna paint pen them so we can actually see them. You got yourself an authentic Alaskan set of washers. Here we are.
Way too far.
Granted, we can only do one way because it's asphalt and that's all nasty. And we don't have a hole, we've just got a circle. So, you know, you gotta make do with what you got. Okay. Homemade garlic bread. Just some butter in the pan with some garlic on it, and then a piece of bread. Homemade garlic bread. The cheese we're not eating. Well, we are, but it's not just like a random bowl of cheese. That's gonna go for our spaghettis. That's taking forever to get going. So this is the Denali South viewpoint. There's Denali. Little peak coming through the clouds. The cloud cover came in pretty quick, but looks like we might see the end of it here not too long. This is the trail to the upper south viewpoint. We were a little bit too far north. We were north of the north viewpoint. And for Denali, even though it is 20,310 feet, your location and proximity to Denali on the AK3 highway does make quite a difference, as we found out. So we were able to see a small glimpse of the peak last night, which was nice. But that was it. As for the whole mountain, no. So this morning, due to bathroom emergencies, we had to make our way south. Luckily, this south viewpoint is still open. Doesn't look like they take fees and camping is allowed. So we'll probably spend a day here and then evaluate tomorrow if we want to keep going to Anchorage tomorrow or the next day. It might be worth spending a day or even two here to you know, get Denali in different lighting conditions and such. So luckily the viewpoint down there is good, so at nighttime or in the evening, good spot, you know, to get some photos. Up here though is a little bit less people, so we'll see at the top. We're spending the day here, south viewpoint. As you can see, the parking lot has grown quite a bit. Super popular spot. Well, While everyone's eating dinner, let's see if the top spot is taken. A little early for sunset, but there are mountains here. So sunset time is when it drops below the when it drops below the horizon, of course, but not when it drops behind mountains. So good to prep. How about that for a sunset? And in terms of sunset, it was 20 minutes ago. The sunsets up here in the north just go and go and go and go. Not that I'm complaining. It's not a complaint, just an observation. And here is Denali at night. That's Denali, by the way. Left my watch in the truck, but it is 11:45. 15 minutes till midnight, and this is our view here. Gonna pop a couple shots off. Oh, good morning. One of the drawbacks to staying at an uncontrolled site is noise. You get people hanging out and blasting music on their boom boxes or Bluetooth speakers until 2:50 in the morning. Mix that with insomnia, and here's a nice walk up a path with an hour's worth of sleep. Bear mace included. I was thinking of maybe getting a sunrise photograph. We'll see. And what a great morning that was. Fog go through the area. Ooh. There's Denali there. There's various other peaks as well. I shoot all the way over. Gorgeous morning. Go play in the snow. After a little researching, this here is Marmot Mountain. And there's another one behind it. I forget the peak, but I know it's 4,174 feet tall. And there's actually people, you probably can't see them, but they're right up there. So you can hike all the way to the top. This is our spot though. Cheap. So if you come for the day, it's $5, and if you camp, it's $10. Not a big deal. Get pit toilets, table, firing. We had some issues this morning. The 12-volt connector didn't connect well enough in the truck, so we lost some power, you know, getting our stuff charged from last night and stuff. So running just a little bit of jackeryage. And even though there's thick cloud cover, there's something to be said about having huge panels We're still getting 38 watts, so I mean, it's not horrible. It'll take 16 hours to charge, but that's fine. You know, the rest of the day it can sit out and just, you know, trickle on up. On version 2 of Elmer, the plan will be to get about 300 or 400 watts of solar up top, so probably 300 watt panels along the back or front, probably maybe like from the very front, back, and then a max air fan. I think we'll probably break down and get one of those. And then thinking of chopping his top off. We found a good company in Vancouver that will do it in a day for about $4 grand, which is like a flat, you know, just a white top. But if we want gel coat or whatever, it's about 5 or 6, which is so far about the cheapest we've found. So give us some headroom. Anyway, this is our spot that we'll be at today, just hanging out and enjoying it. And a good rainstorm was had. On today's episode of wearing the completely wrong shoes for the task that you're doing, I'm gonna try to go up there because there's a pretty good shot of this little, like, what is it, village, town thing, as you'll see here in a moment. But just look at the design of the landscape here. Just the way the rocks are, and wow, look at that. Those little peaks. Oh, I need to get my long lens. On today's episode of You Switched the Lens, and now you had to go all the way back and switch it back again, thinking you didn't need it. Yeah. By the way, turns out wearing Crocs, okay, we so far have not found a landscape. I mean, look at this. It's just a big muddy hill. Quite steep, actually. And they just stick. I don't know. And look, check that out. It's in 2-wheel drive, too. Crocs are pretty dang good. All right. Come up here. It'd be nice if that mist dropped down a little bit more. But I'll take it. Check out those 3 little cabins there. Might actually be better from up there. We'll try here and then we'll go either up there or right there. I do like the angle a lot here. I just don't like this bush. Anyway, photography time. All right. The stuff has become real. Oh dear, this was probably a bad idea to do in Crocs. Oh dear. Well, oh, it's okay. Just walk on the edges. You've trained for this. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. One thing that might not be fine though is mud. But for this shot, oh, actually, I don't think I need to even go all the way up there. Let's see if I can just sneak right here. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. This is not the most level ground. Yeah, I really don't think that higher vantage is gonna do me any good. We can try it though. Bam. Ten-second timer on that. Let's just let it do its thing. That's a pretty shot. Bang. Back.
Hello.
Still raining. The sigh is not out of annoyance. It's just a sigh. And it's foggy, and there's a wedding happening today somewhere over there too. In other updates of 15 hours of non-stop rain, come with me on an adventure of leaks. That was leaking, this jam. Probably because we replaced the window. And that's always leaked. That guy and that guy. As you can see, I've got this one sealed up. Rain does kind of get inside this frame, but it has a path and a little drain hole, but maybe it's clogged. And then one little droplet underneath our phone there. Was not fun finding that last night. At 10 o'clock, couldn't do much about it.
It was 12.
Or 12 o'clock. But funnily enough, out here in Alaska, found ourselves a home depot. And got 2 things of sealant. So everything's all sealed up.
And an awesome... It's stuck to the trash can.
So this is just more of a fun item. It's really probably not of much use, but
It is for us.
it's a huge magnet, right? Oh, sheen! Sheen! Look at that sheen! And you just do that. It extends. Oh, extendable. And you just go like that along the ground, and you can pick up nails and all kinds of nasty stuff. Granted, somehow we've not hit a nail
Find some wood.
in all these adventures.
Knock on wood.
Yep. So, day 2. As you can see, there have been some improvements. I have gone out and gotten some waterproof pants known as Frog Togs. Other brands, I guess, are available, but these are cheap. Available at Walmart or Academy. And if you notice on the feet there, just some galoshes. Nothing special. Now, I should have no problem walking through mud or like this. All the wet brush, as you can see. There you go. Well, good news, viewers. I've just made it to the top of this little hill. There's our parking lot. Carrying camera gear up a hill. Ooh, not easy. Especially when it's sheer like that. It's just like straight up. Oh, there we are. There we go. That's gonna be a beautiful viewpoint. All right, so great shot there. But now, I just keep seeing, that's probably how people end up at the top. You just keep seeing higher and higher vantage points. All connected by these little trails, and it's not just one. There's hundreds through here. Mainly because there's wild edibles here, such as blueberries and such. So we're finally getting some use here of our tarp idea, if it doesn't blow away, which it might, because it's just magnets right now. So I mean, come on, be nice to it. But I mean, come on, look at this room for activities. Jeez. Well, viewers, you join us here just outside of Palmer, Alaska. And we are now hitting over 24 hours of rain. Palmer had a leak or two because, I mean, you don't have 24 hours of rain at home. So I was able to waterproof him what he did need for Texas weather, but not for this. So, tomorrow we move on. not bad. Beautiful spot, but it is time to move on. Not too bad. We had to take the window coverings down to fix some of the leaks. That's good, you still can't see inside. Hello! And our window chock still remains. Yeah, see. We basically just have a constant stream of water coming down off the roof. Crazy. Well, this is Anchorage, as far as I know. Mm-hmm. Alex confirms this is Anchorage.
All I know because BMW's Anchorage is there.
Oh, well, there you go.
Continue straight onto East 5th Avenue.
That's the first BMW I think we've seen since California.
That's a good point.
Dealership. And we got the long haulers on their motor beaks.
East 5th Avenue for 1 mile.
Anchorage looks like it kind of comes and goes. A little bit of rough, a little bit of nice. Got a nice Sheraton though. Mm-hmm. Sheraton Anchorage. And weren't you saying you can park at the airport?
Yeah. No. That was a town outside.
Oh, okay. That might be kind of interesting to watch planes come and go.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, driving through Anchorage. Oh, you gonna drive for Anchorage? Yeah. Okay. You go ahead. You drive for Anchorage. Gonna try to maybe find an Anchorage sticker. Sticker. Tucked way back in there is the Portage Glacier. It's about the best we can do to see it. Again, now we're on the other side of the Portage Glacier. That's where we were before. You can see little bits of glacier kind of mass here and there. This is kind of the best view, but we decided to book a trip. So we're gonna take this out and we're gonna go see the glacier up close and personal. There might even be a chance for a little bit of glacier mass to fall down, so who knows, we might get lucky. Not a bad price, $45 a ticket per person. It's an hour-long cruise and they go just about every hour or so. Our cruise is at 1:30. And according to the officials here, this is one of the better times and weather to see it. It is quite a bit windy though. So, wear your hats and your gloves and your jackets. Bring your raincoat just in case, because it is Alaska. Duh. Eek. You can chill in the back.
This way I can touch the railing.
There's people killers down there.
They're choppy chops.
Yep. Human sushi makers.
Oh, sushi.
The top, the water source is the closest and the drop is the furthest.
Oh, I see it.
Me too. It's power.
These avalanche chutes, although they look kind of chaotic because it's just a broken up rubble of rock, are actually really important to the ecosystem.
See the glacier?
Because this is an area that's ice is falling off the glacier, when a chunk of ice falls off the glacier, that's what creates an iceberg. So if you hear any sort of sound, any cracking or popping, look at the glacier. Try not to look up or look around. Don't look at the mountainside. Look at the glacier, because maybe we're going to do some havoc today.
Okay. Yeah.
So blue.
Alrighty, folks. For those who are on top deck here, taking your photos, I do have this lovely photograph you're welcome to use inside your photos. Talking about this orange donut here, not me. I'll help take photos as well, and we do have a rule on board. You throw it, you get it. It also includes your family, friends, and especially your in-laws. Go and turn back to your regular scheduled program.
The size of that thing.
Look all the way up the mountain. You can see some water coming out on the black rock.
Mm.
It's hard to describe.
Yeah, and there's some over there too, where,
Oh,
where
there
it
is,
kind
I
of does
see
a V.
it. Yeah.
Really rock was not spot. Actually, that's a fun word. So the rock spot, rock pieces are all rounded out.
Hello.
We want to recap our adventure just now?
Well, Which place did we start at? Well, we went to go find a campsite.
What was it, Katy Lake?
Yeah. Yeah, Kelly Lake Campground. The forest around there has burned down.
It was really nice, just
It was-
no cell service.
Yeah,
No.
it was still really nice, but yeah, there's no cell service. So then we decided, we're like, oh, let's drive down further because tomorrow's Monday, uploading, and to try to find cell service. And then we found a nice beach, and we're like, yeah, let's go to the beach. And there were 5-ish
Full-timers.
full-timers, and it was very full-timers that were sharing each other's RVs and were confusing us and making us feel a little bit out of place. So then we decided to drive away from there. And now we found some random gravel pull-off that's on the cliff overlooking the beach, and there's more RVs that are like kind of our style.
Regular folks.
Yeah.
Can't tell what this place is.
No clue.
Can't find it anywhere on any apps. But, I don't know if you can tell in the window here, that blue van out there, they're from Switzerland, or Swiss. But they've been at like 4 places we've been at. And that's what, we drove by here and we're like, oh, our friends! So, we don't know how they found it. We don't know how anybody is finding this place, because it's like kind of tucked in here, so you can't really tell it's here, but we're here now. We'll be here for probably tomorrow too. Upload and just relax. It is windy as all get out.
Yeah. I think they said like 30 mile gusts.
Yeah, and there's like sand flying everywhere. It's all in my eye now. So I've been putting in eye drops to figure out why. Not to figure, I know why, just to get them out. Duh. Anyway, there's some folks walking. They might fall down the cliff, they might not. It'll be entertaining. Yeah, it's our spot. So we'll come out for a little bit. You might not be able to hear jack all because it's windy as all. Anyway. And the problem is it's like sandy. So you got like super wind with sand, so it's like sand blasting you in the face. So I'm wearing some protective eyewear, aka sunglasses. Big time waves, and it's like brown, so it's like chocolate sea, chocolate milk sea. And here's a lovely crevasse with a stream of pollution. Actually, you know, I looked up before because I've seen this in Austin. So that orange down there, not necessarily a sign of pollution, it's just a particular bacteria, and it's orange. And not to like make them out of place, but this little van right there, that's our, we call them our Swiss friends, because we keep seeing them at places. Granted, it is quite a unique van. 7 tons of van, if you would believe. Look like some proper surfing waves. He could surf and then land on the beach. Quite the cliff, though. There is a little, like, Ford over here, a little car, and I don't know what they're doing. Let's see, this is where we're at. If you can see with the refresh rate there. But like here's Homer down here, and then we're in this little like inlet of stuff, which is then part of the Gulf of Alaska. So it's not even the Bering Sea. Bering Sea is over here. So the other day when I said I touched the Bering Sea, I didn't touch Jack. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, good to know. Gulf of Alaska. Gonna be a nice sunset at 10 something tonight. 10:30 I think it was. Off in the distance over there. So this will look really pretty, but not bringing the big camera out. Why? Because of the sandblasting. I don't want to ruin my lens. And there's Elmer. You know, just being Elmer. The plan is if the truck here behind us leaves tomorrow, then we'll back up because it's a little more level there. But if not, no big deal. And I tried to leave him some room there. Not bad. Still can't figure out how people are finding this spot. I guess they're just noticing it and stopping. And Elmer finally has a little bit of his Alaskan paint job. Finally. He's normally blue, but now he's kind of gray. Tell me about your life. And then what happened?
What happened?
Right. I see.
What is it?
Okay. Right.
What happened?
Ooh. Fake him out. Fake him out. Fake him out. Chihuahua. Chihuahua knows. Chihuahua knows. You don't know what's going on. Secret Chihuahua cam.